Hi, and welcome to Yoga for Runners, in which we're going to strengthen and stretch the main muscles involved in running. So we're going to start this one in extended child's pose. So come onto your knees, mat width apart, and sit down on your butt, and then slowly lean forward and come into comfortable child's pose. Extended because we extend our arms overhead. Feel that nice stretch. Good, and slowly sink in. Maybe you're here, maybe you're lower, doesn't matter. Feel wherever you are and trying to feel that nice stretch. We want to open up the hips. We're going to target a lot of hips in this session because when running we use a lot of the muscles around our hips. So we want to strengthen these and we also want to stretch these muscles. So come in a comfortable position. Ground yourself to the space here. Maybe you're still thinking about what happened today, what's gonna happen today. But really all we want to do is now take some time to settle down, to be on your mat, to be here in this space, not anywhere else. So feel free to also close your eyes for a little bit and focus on your breathing. Trying to make your breaths a little longer with every inhale. And a little longer with every exhale. Slow down that breathing pattern. Ground yourself in the present moment. A few more breaths. Very good. All right, we're gonna start this practice on all fours. So come into all fours, and then we wanna first do a little bit of our wrist movement. So we wanna just lean over our wrist and then lean back. Give them a nice little stretch. I'm already sweating because it's hot out here. But we wanna lean over our wrist for this one. And thereby give a nice stretch on the back of our hands on our wrists. Very good. You can also draw some circles here. Make nice and big circles. Feel how much movement there is today. Maybe you can't go that far yet. And maybe you can go much further, but it's more about feeling your wrist and seeing what do they need and trying to open them up. Because we're gonna have some balancing on our wrists as well this time. So now flip them over, come into the back of your palm, and then really we wanna squeeze it down here and feel that nice stretch right here. Do the other arm, flip it over, and feel a nice stretch on the back side of your wrist here. Beautiful. Then we're gonna bring our hands out to the side, and we're gonna wiggle from side to side. Our last wrist stretch. Good, and then we bring them back to neutral. We're gonna open up our hips now, so lift up your right knee, and then we're gonna make some big, nice circles first. Really opening up that hip space. And then opposite direction. Good. Back to neutral, left side. Left comes back. Make some nice big circles again. Really trying to exaggerate your movement here. You don't need to rush through this one, yeah? Opposite direction. Good, and trying to stay connected with your breath while doing it. Beautiful. Then relax. And then we want to come onto our Vajrasana. Come and sit on your toes for a little bit. Stretch those toes. Really make it heavy. If you want to, you can place your arms behind you. Give a nice back stretch. Good. And release. Okay, we're gonna do some bird dogs first, like strengthening exercise. Extend your right arm and your left leg. And then on an exhale, we wanna squeeze them towards each other. Inhale, we wanna lengthen. And exhale, we wanna slowly squeeze. Bring them in, trying to do it controlled. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Last one, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Good, opposite side. Inhale, lengthen. left arm, right leg this time. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, really trying to arch your back. And exhale, bring them together, rounding the spine. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, squeezing it. Last time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Good, relax, come to neutral. A little child's pose to rest. Take 2 breaths here. And feel how your hips are maybe already opening up a little bit. Good, now we come into our first downward dog. So bring your hips back, send them up to the sky, and walk your feet here, walk your dog. Because it's our first one, it's probably pretty stiff here on the hamstrings, on the calf muscles. So by walking our dog, we're really trying to open up the posterior chain of our body. So take the time here to really feel that stretch. Slowly, slowly, with every step you set, you slowly open up the space on your posterior chain. Very good. Okay, now trying to hold it, so we're gonna push our heels toward the mat. Remember, it's not the goal to have them on the mat, it's just a direction you want to have your heels to. Very good. One more breath here. And exhale. Good. On an inhale, we're gonna put our right leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog. And now on an exhale, we want to squeeze it and bring it towards our left knee, left elbow, sorry. Inhale, we're gonna back to a 3-legged dog. Inhale, bring it towards your nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale to your right side. And this time plant it outside of your right hand. Gonna come into our lizard pose. You can bring your right foot to the mat. Sorry, I'm sweating like crazy here already. So I had to get out my glasses. Otherwise I couldn't see anything. But in the meantime, we're stretching this side as well. Make sure you're really feeling the left hip flexor here, yeah? So you want to go down. And maybe you can stay in your hands, but maybe you can also go a little lower, really opening up that right hip here. Maybe you can go down to your elbows. See what's possible for you today. As long as you feel a nice stretch, that's the most important thing. Good, and now we're gonna come into some rotations. So the weight comes more onto your left hand, and then we wanna open up, inhale. And exhale, we wanna bring ourselves down. Inhale, opening up. And exhaling back down. Inhale, open up. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, open up. And exhale, bring yourself back down. Good, beautiful. Now wiggle your right foot to the center of the mat. We're gonna lean forward and adjust our back leg so that if we lean back, our hips come over our right knee, or left knee, sorry. So we have an extended leg, and now we wanna inhale, lengthen our leg, lengthen our spine, and exhale, we fold over our right leg. Inhale, lengthening, and exhale, fold over. And feel a nice stretch here on your right glute, right hamstrings. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Very good. And we come into runner's lunge because we're doing yoga for runners, so I couldn't miss our little runner's lunge here. And then from here, tuck your toes, lift your leg, and then we step our right foot back into our downward dog. Very good. Now feel the difference between your left and your right side. We've only done one side, so probably this side will feel a bit different now than the other. Just be curious to that. Where do you feel that exactly? Become aware of your body. And then we're gonna go into our left side. So left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, bring it to your right elbow. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bring it to your nose. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bring it to your left elbow. And this time step it on the outside of your left hand. Bring your back knee down. And then we're gonna come into that same lizard again. So again, feel where that space is for you. Maybe it's already a good stretch here. Maybe it's a better stretch if you come down. See why your stretch feels nice. Beautiful lizard. Good, and then we're gonna, from now on, bring our left hand. Left hand comes up, inhale. And exhale, super true. Inhale, come up. Exhale, scoop it through. Inhale, come up. Exhale, scoop it through. And on the inhale, really trying to exaggerate that movement. Opening up your chest, exhale, scooping through. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Now walk your front foot to the middle of the mat, and we're gonna, again, sit back, do our half splits. So make sure your knee, your back knee, again, is under your pelvis. And we're gonna lean back. I feel a nice stretch here on your left side this time, yeah? So inhale, we wanna lengthening our spine, go towards the front, that's your direction. And on the exhale, your direction becomes down, bending, folding over your front leg. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Now back to our runner's lunge. Come forward. Untuck your toes. And we want to stay there. You can stay up, or you can have your hands down, whatever you feel like. Wiggle a little bit there. Then tuck your toes. Bring them up. And your left steps back into your downward dog. Very good. Now from here, we're going to make our way into a seated position. So whatever works for you, you can jump to the front. You can just slowly walk. And you come to a seated position. And then we're going to come into our boat pose. A nice challenging exercise. We're going to work on the core right now, because a lot of running is really about that core, right? We want to strengthen it, keep it stable. So it's really important that we have a strong core in running. So we want to start now with our boat pose. Probably most of you will know what it is. So we're going to lift our legs. Either keep them bent, you can keep them straight, or you can hold them like here. See what feels good for you today. So we want to come into a boat pose, hold it wherever feels good for you. And we're going to hold it there for a few breaths, yeah? Really don't forget to breathe here. I know it's a more challenging pose. My leg is already shaking as well. So enjoy. Enjoy the beautiful view. In the meantime, it's a nice sunset, including some rain in the background. Last breath. Good. Release. Okay, now we're gonna come into our L-sits to work on the hip flexors. So there's a few variations. You can either do one leg lift, or you can do two leg lifts, or maybe you can lift your full body up, yeah? So see whatever works for you today. I'm just gonna go for a medium intensity now. Again, don't forget to breathe here. Really squeeze in that hip flexor. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1.5. Release. Good. Very nice. All right. From there, we're going to do some bicycle crunches to sort of mimic that like running motion, where we lift our leg up and at the same time have our strengthening our core. Yeah. So come and lay down. We want to do this very slow. So normally you see people like going, rushing through it, but we want to make it very controlled and come up. Yeah. So inhale, exhale. Other side, inhale, exhale. Right side, inhale, exhale. Left side, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last two, yeah. Our left side, exhale, last one, and your left side. Good. Now we're gonna come into hollow body hold, relax for a bit, shake out your legs maybe, and just relax before we go into hollow body hold. So it's basically you wanna balance on the lower back this time. So you can either have your hands here and come into this position. If this feels too easy, you can also put your hands above your head and stay there, yeah? Again, don't forget to breathe here. I think that's number one. If you learn to really breathe in moments that you really tense yourself, I think you're doing a very good business. So last two. Last breath. And release. Good. Just lay down, relax yourself a little bit. I know it feels like a Shavasana. Unfortunately, it's not yet. We have some more work to do until we get to go and enjoy our Savasana. But then it will feel better as well, I'm sure about that. Okay, so come up. I'm gonna come into Malasana. So yogi squat, basically. See if it's possible for you today. Some people are really tight in the hips. That's no worries. You can first try to have your feet a little bit wider, makes it easier. Or otherwise you can just stay somewhere here, that's fine, yeah? But really, like pushing your hips out to the side. And this is a great one. If you want to like open up your hips, I recommend you doing a few minutes every day, just being in this position. It's actually a natural seating position, but we've sort of lost this habit and we lost being in this position. So enjoy staying in this one for a little bit. I even have a friend who used to work in this thingy every day, took a few minutes, working on his laptop, doing some reading, whatever works. So yeah, I think this is a really nice one. So that being said, slowly bring yourself back up from here. And then we're gonna come into some footwork here. Because as you know, there's a lot of tension on the feet. While running, we really use our feet a lot. So we wanna make sure that our feet have a good grip and we wanna strengthen all the connective tissue around our foot. So what we wanna do, first do some ankle flexion. So lift your right leg and we're just gonna point our toes and bring it back in, yeah? Inhale, lengthen, exhale, bring it back in. Inhale, lengthen, really trying to squeeze, exhale, back in. Inhale, lengthening, exhale, back in. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, back in. Good, plant your right foot, left foot comes up. Inhale, lengthen, find your balance as well. Note to myself. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, squeeze back in. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Now we want to plant our right foot and sort of make these rotations here. So it's like, especially your big toe comes grounded in the floor and you want to slowly rotate our foot opposite direction. And then the left side, same thing, some nice rotations. Opposite side. Good. Okay, now we're gonna come into a little funky exercise, which for some people is harder than you think. It's basically squeezing your big toes towards your ankles first. So it's like this. It's like, I'll do it with my hands as well so you can maybe see it a little bit better. But that's what we're doing here. So bring your big toe towards your ankle. Squeeze it. And now, if this is okay for you, you can also try and put the ball of your foot. So you keep your toes lifted and the ball of your foot squeezes towards your ankle. This is somewhat more difficult. You can also do it one first and then the other. But see if you can create a little bit of tension. It's a very, very little like squeeze you can do there, but it's a very good to work on that plantar fascia because a lot of runners are struggling from plantar fasciitis, where your fascia, your connective tissue in your foot, because of all the pressure it gets from all the shocks it needs to absorb, it tends to sort of get an inflammation there. So this is a really good exercise for that. Okay, last one. Good. Okay, now we're gonna bring some more action back into it. So we're gonna come into pogo hops. It's very simple. It's basically jumping on the front of your toes. So like this. So really trying to make that movement on your toes and not too much from your heels. The pogo hops, really good one to get that jumping sensation, mimicking running. Beautiful. All right, and relax. Shake out your feet a little bit. Now we're going to come into warrior 3. Lean on your left foot, and then we're gonna put our right foot back, and we're gonna lean, bring our left hand in a 90-degree angle here, and then we slowly wanna come up and bring our right to a kneeling position. Bring it back down, come into your warrior 3, and shoot your knee up. Oop. Warrior 3, and shoot your right knee back up. Inhale, warrior 3, exhale, knee back up. Inhale, warrior 3, exhale, knee back up. Last one, inhale, warrior 3, exhale, knee back up. Good, really good balancing exercise. Other side, inhale, first lift your, exhale, lift your leg. Inhale, we're gonna bring back to warrior 3, and exhale. Inhale, warrior 3, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, warrior 3, and exhale. Come into your kneeling. Good, relax. Really nice. Okay, now some small hip flexor strengthening. Bring your knee up and squeeze it out there. Work on that hip flexor strength. Stay there for 5 more. 4. See if you can squeeze a little bit more up. 2, 1. Very good. Your left side. Balance on your right leg. Bring it up. 5 more here. Good. Squeeze. Try to bring a little bit more up. And release. Very good. Nice. All right. Now we're gonna come into Malasana again, but we're gonna do it on our tippy toes this time. So lift yourself up and slowly bring up. We're gonna come into Malasana on our tippy toes, so like this. And then we're gonna come up to standing, bring your hands above your head, and then again sink down. Gonna do these motions very slowly and controlled. It's really like finding that balance and at the same time strengthening those quads. A nice quad together with some balance. So hands in front of your chest if you go down. Inhale, arms up. Look up if you can. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, sinking down, hands before your chest, in front of your chest. Inhale, come up, arms up. And exhale. This time stay halfway in your chair pose. Hold it there. Trying to come higher on your tippy toes if it's possible for you. Trying to find that balance. Trying to find a point in front of you where you can focus on so that you don't lose your balance. A little bit more. 2, 1. Good. Come all the way down. All right. Now we want to place our hands in front. Jump back. Come into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Good. If you want, you can come into child's pose as well, or you can just rest in your downward dog. We're gonna do 2 last exercises that will really help us do a nice passive stretch. We've done a lot of active work now. We're coming towards the end. So yeah, enjoy the last few stretches. Right foot, bring your right knee towards your right elbow. Right foot comes to the left side, and sit down in your pigeon. My pants are a bit disturbing me in this practice, but that's okay. So lay yourself down. You can stay up like this in a nice pigeon. Or if you can also try and fold over. So either come onto your knee or come to your elbows. Or you can maybe even fold more down. Bring your head towards the ground. Just towards the ground, whatever works for you. Trying to stay there. You can feel that nice stretch in your right glute. And at the same time, maybe feeling also a little bit of your hip flexor on the left side. So this one's really like good for the hips as well. So especially for our runners who are really tight, this is a really nice stretch. So I'm gonna stay for a little bit more. Connect to your breath. Connect to your body. We've done the heart work now, so we can enjoy the last moments here. Feel what we've done to our body. Absorb the fruits of that. One more breath. Good. And swing your left leg around yourself. Come sitting on the right side. Bring your left leg to the front. We're going to come into our Janu Shirshasana. So the right knee comes in a 90-degree angle here. So we open up our hips. And at the same time, we want to inhale, lengthen ourselves. Twist a little bit to the left side. And then we fold over our left leg. And again, find where you feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings this time. It's not a goal to really like fold ourselves over. It's more the goal to go forward. So we really want to bring our chin towards the front of your like left big toe in this case. That's the direction. So inhale, lengthening ourselves towards that space. And inhale, come a little bit deeper. Inhale towards the big toe. And exhale again a little bit deeper. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, come a little bit deeper. 2 more of these. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale. Beautiful. Now we're going to come into a pigeon on the other side. So our left foot this time comes in. And we want to scoop our right leg like this. Scoop it back. Come into our nice pigeon, up and tall. First, here we will probably feel a nice stretch on our right hip flexor. Feel our left glute as well. We've done some work already today, so you might be feeling that right now. So stay here for a little bit. Maybe this is enough as well for you. Like, let's see what your body has to offer today. Maybe you want to go down a little bit more. It's really important that you feel that edge, we call it. That point where you have like 5 out of 10 pain, where it's not too painful, but it's also not very comfortable. So you want to give a nice sensation to that. Look for that. Don't look for a direction or like a point where you want to be at. That will all come by itself. Just focus on the sensation itself. Focus on this present moment. Try to connect with your body, try to connect with your breathing here. Last 2. Maybe go a little bit lower if you can. And last one. Good, release. Come and sit in your left butt. Bring her out to the side. This time we're gonna go over our left foot, or right foot. Scoop our left in, 90-degree angle. And again, we're gonna do the same thing. So we want to inhale, lengthen ourselves, and exhale, twist, and go over to our right foot. And maybe we'll just hold it here, whatever works. Maybe we're all the way here. All fine. Just find that nice sensation again, that edge. And then on an inhale, we want to lengthen our spine, come forward, exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Inhale, lengthening ourselves, and exhale, come forward. Inhale, lengthening yourself, exhale, come deeper. At the same time, slow down your breath a little bit already. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale for 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 2, 3, 4, and exhale for 2, 3, 4. Last one. Inhale for 2, 3, 4, and exhale for 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Good. Bring your other leg out. Shake them out a little bit from all the stretching. And then we're gonna come into our final pose, corpse pose, Shavasana. So just lay down comfortably. Hands come out outside of the mat. Feet on the outside of the mat. Everything falls out open to the sky. And relax here while the sun is setting. Maybe you're about to start your day. Either way, absorb the fruits of your practice here. Close your eyes and gently enjoy all the fruits of your practice. Everything you have been doing. Right now is the time to really let go and don't try to force and do something still. It's like maybe even the hardest practice there is in yoga. The practice of letting go, not doing anything, just observing, absorbing. Really take some time for you to relax. I'm going to be here for 1 minute. If you want to stay for longer, you can always pause this video for a bit and enjoy. Now slowly bring your attention back to your body, back to your breathing. Bring your knees into your body. Give them a nice squeeze here. And bring yourself up slowly to the seated position. Sit comfortably, spine straight. Bring your hands in front of your chest. Bow down your head. Have a little moment of gratitude here. A sense of gratitude for yourself showing up to this practice, this beautiful practice. For you for taking the time. Also thank you for making it all the way through this video. So bring that sense of gratitude throughout your day. And thank you for being here with me. Gently open your eyes. Thanks. Hope to see you next time. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to follow the rest of these videos. Yeah, don't forget to like, I guess. That's something I should say.